Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64Randomizer.com Season 4. We're in Losers Quarterfinals. The other side, if you missed the first one, barn burner of a match, you gotta go watch that one. Not gonna tell you what happened. You'll find out, because you're gonna watch it. That's right. But this one, we got a new one for you. Sowser, VioletPumpkin. Two excellent gamers. The 5 seed and the 6 seed out of the quals. They're going at it. Winner takes all. Advances to face the winner of that other matchup in loser semifinals. Gonna be a good one. I am Larock. I am on the mic for you today, and I am joined by K-Man. How you doing, Chief?
Morning, everyone. Morning, Larock. Yeah, I think we got a pretty fantastic matchup tonight. I mean, this is the number 5 seed, number 6 seed. This, I would say anyone in the top 16 of the seeds, they can all compete against each other and can come down to the wire. And I think this is going to be no exception. I do expect this race is going to come down to the wire. And we're just going to have to see what kind of seed we roll. I will say the one thing I'm really afraid of, LaRock, is Sowser's plague of getting casino after casino after casino.
No. Don't be ridiculous. That's fine. Everything's fine. This is not a casino.
Well, I've stocked up on water, so I'll be prepared either way.
Well, you stock up on water anyway. That's just the only sensible decision, of course, right? You just should stay hydrated, as one does. If it so happens that you need all of the water over the course of 2.5 hours, you're prepared. You planned ahead. It's not disaster planning. It's proper planning prevents poor performance.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing. Fool me once, shame on me, but I am prepared this time.
A great aphorism from a great teacher. All right. Nevertheless, what kind of a start are we looking at here? And I'm not gonna lie, I think we got more hits than misses here.
I mean, I really like the Kong start. I know some people prefer DK Tiny, but I've come to be a little more in favor of DK Diddy. Although, if you do start with Diddy, I kind of wish you started with something like Rocket Barrel as well. But, I mean, I love it, starting with an extra slam, especially in CLO, where you just run into later slam, which switches earlier.
Yeah, if you get an early key 4, key 5, and end up in a blue slam level, you're like, well, that's kind of awkward.
Yep.
Great to have that.
So just one less thing to worry about. Grab and T-Bone. T-Bone's nice to have.
Trombone is excellent. It's used. You need it in 90% of seeds. You need it all the time. That's a great item to have in your pocket immediately. And grab is, you can take it or leave it. A lot of the times you need it, a lot of the times you don't. So a bit more of a coin toss on that one. Pretty useful, but not 100%er. Trombone is.
I mean, it'll be a lot more useful if we stumble into Coconut pretty early on the seed, because then it's just production you can turn on immediately, which just gets you an extra hint. So it's just one less thing that you kind of have to worry about. Anything that helps you get to hint doors is super nice. And then one tiny Sorry, go ahead.
I'll put it this way. You got good long-term projection. You got long-term futures in the trombone and grab, and the slam. It's nice to have those late in the seed. And you've got good early game in the form of having DK immediately. This is a great start, I think.
Yeah, and the one minor thing is when you start with the slam, you don't have one of your hints being where both the slams are, so that is an extra hint slot that you can. That does help. Is it filled with a silly foolish, or is it a super helpful hint? Only time can tell.
The trend that people have come to appreciate is they appreciate the foolish hints in the sense that the existence of the foolish hints means that it's not another path hint to throw them wildly off course. So it's a double-edged sword. You either get great information or perhaps the promise that the seed will perhaps be kind. Maybe.
That's true.
Occasionally.
I suppose there is a silver lining to those clouds.
If the seed feels magnanimous. Who knows? Who knows indeed. They're about to get kicked off here, though, so strap in, folks. Yeah. If you haven't got your water yet, I don't know what you were waiting for.
Yeah,
you're out of time.
Stock up. We could be here for a marathon.
No, it's fine. No. Everything's fine. Right. Nobody panic.
We got the optimist and the pessimist over here.
The runners are not panicking. In fact, they're off. There it is. All right. That was a second of latency. Not bad.
Yeah, they were both late for you. You were the starter gun there.
Oh, hush you. I'm looking at junk.
Yeah, I guess nothing really different probably to the start here. Well, that is a key. That is key 3.
That's not junk. You know what? That's kind of junk. I mean, you want it, but you're not really doing anything with it. It just kind of eats a hint.
Well, the nice thing is that is possibly one of the largest late game headaches taken out of the equation. We're
That's
totally
true.
good.
That's true. Baby seed, perhaps. Perhaps. Too early to call. Many people have been saying this. Ooh, a 0 to get into caves is interesting.
Ooh, yeah. Especially with
really
yeah, especially with the GB and logic. Don't typically see that, but not surprised they're both diving in right here.
Yeah, seems fine. If you can enter, you just may as well. I mean, you're just gonna grab like the hints out of this area and off you go. Another key, but you don't have funky. We don't have funky, so hold on. It's not that free. He's in castle somewhere.
All right, but I mean, yeah, I think everyone does this 5 out of 5 times. You have access to every hint door. Even though we don't really have any usable instruments right now, it's just like information is key. You just want to get it as quick as possible.
It's entirely possible that we're just gonna get castle as our level 3, and then bang, you get funky, and that's our progression key for like key 5 or something. 5,
True,
key
yeah.
2 or key 1, some useful key 4.
Yeah,
So-
or
some key
funky
that just
comes
gets us-
super late, and that's our key 7. Who knows?
Who knows? You just never know. Having key 3 is pretty nice though. A rocket barrel.
Lots of
Rocket
Diddy
barrel
stuff
bonus barrel at the
here.
top of the mushroom is way of the horde. Interesting.
We got top of mountain, top of mushroom. Can we find top of lighthouse?
The real OGs call that one the Riley barrel. Those who know.
Okay, so that's Japes Force 2, and was that Oasis 1?
That's Donkey Chunky Helm. Alright, James Force lobbies for 2. And Oasis from Totem for 1. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Oasis and Totem is interesting because you already know you need Rocket Barrel, and there's a lot of Rocket Barrel tricks in there, so maybe something pans out nicely there. James Force lobbies, that's also not a massive region, and 2 potions in there is pretty interesting.
Yeah, maybe that trombone will come in use.
Could be. There's a big diversity in checks in that region, so we should hopefully, maybe we can like pin down what it is or what they are, if they get hinted. And if they don't get hinted, maybe they're worthless. Who knows? Frankie got for us. Garbage. Blueprint isn't terrible, I suppose.
Just lots of purchasables. But unless this Kasplat pays out with something, I think we might just be going on level 3 looking for a progression there.
Yeah, I think the last thing we haven't seen is the Eagle Lucas Splat. We've seen everything else, also the Hector, I guess, but pretty stock standard. Caves cleared, nothing fancy. Sowser made quick work of the flips on top of the cabins with Diddy DK, no problem. Nicely done.
Yeah, very trivial with Diddy. A lot harder if you don't start with any of the back flippers, but at this level, everyone's able to get up to the cabins with either Diddy or Tiny.
You do got to keep in mind the coin writing as well. Going all the way into the Gorgon room just for those 3 DK coins kind of makes some sense. DK coins in caves are horrible. Okay, well, here's key 4.
Oh, there's our progression.
All right, well, it turns out the Igloo was pretty good. 5 shops. Key 8 and Tiny Phase. Okay. Oh. So that might be that could be like a feather. That could be a mini. Could be like.
I suppose.
It could be an instrument that gets you one or the other. There's more DK coins back here in the kosher or the Night Boulder room. Nice and easy. Really not a lot of DK coins in caves. You have to really stretch for them, and so off we go.
Yeah, in Season 3, I think there were literally 0 available without moves, but luckily now with the Ice Walls open, I think those are all the 6 ones that are available in Logic.
Oh, yeah.
And Diddy just has the 4 on top of the Ice Castle. I think that might be it.
Yep. I think those are, if I'm not mistaken, those are Logic like Rocket Barrel Lock, too. I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think it expects you to backflip up there, but I could just be wrong on that one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. I love making stuff up. Somebody else go figure that out. It's not my problem. This is the mic privilege. I'm making stuff up. Executive privilege. Huge.
Yep, and until anyone's able to prove him wrong, we have to assume LaRock is right.
Indeed.
I never see the cabin flip this way, though. I've never done it on that slope.
Certainly faster. I like that.
It is faster, yeah.
I think that slope.
Gotta yoink that strat.
That slope looks really sketchy. Like, I don't know. It's like not like a flat slope, so it makes me like a little suspicious that I would slide. I'd get smoked by that one, but if you know how your slopes work, then pretty well.
So that looked like a red potion in the chunky transparent glue.
Ooh, was it? Ooh, I did not get a good look at it.
It's a potion of some kind. I think it was red.
Interesting. All right. Survey says red. All right. Very nice. For level 3 Aztec. Okay. Well, we have our T4 too, so it could be sent to level 5 here. And sure enough, we're getting kicked out.
another scouring hit.
Wow, 2 potions. And we've seen one, so the other one might be inside the igloo. I guess it has to be inside the igloo at this point, so.
Yeah.
Well, okay, technically no, it could be kosher dirt, but like, that'd be a little spicy.
That'd be a little spicy. I don't know what to, like, we've seen out of 7 or 8 hints, 3 of them have already been scouring.
The boulder. Japes. Way of the horde. Love that. And this seed's looking pretty generous so far. Oh, did he trophy flip? Did he truthers and shambles as Violet long jumps off?
This is... I've actually, like... I don't want to be too much of a Diddy truther here, but like I've come to actually appreciate this flip a little better than the tiny one.
And then she gets the back flip and slides off anyway. I'm not hating. I'm actually no, I am hating. I'm hating the truthers. I'm not hating on Violet. This is a very hard flip. I'm trying to tell you people this is a hard flip. The tiny flip is so much easier. I don't know why people are maniacs. These maniacs, K-Man, these maniacs are saying that the Diddy flip is easier, and I'm not having it.
Look, if you practice the Diddy flip more, I could believe it.
Yeah, that's probably right. And I won't do that. So
I think we just had so much longer with the tiny flip that I think a lot more people are practiced with the tiny flip.
I will continue to rave like a lunatic, nevertheless.
She is committed to this bonus barrel, though.
Yeah,
like, after 3 or 4 attempts, I probably would have just said, it's not happening.
Doesn't really need it to get in the level either. There we go.
How much was it to get into Aztec? Did you get that number?
So I guess with this you could go into Aztec, but like I feel like Castle's like totally fine. You've got info on Funky Bean here somewhere, so I feel like it's pretty reasonable to take a look around. Oh, potion.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it sort of depends. Like if you're trying to find some sort of, I mean, they're so closely. Like I wouldn't think any of them feel like the underdog in this one. So I would think they'd both just play the game that they want to play. Like, if this was, like, you know, the number 32 seed and the number 1 seed, and I was the 32 seed, I might think about doing this and getting myself into Aztec sooner and just gambling on the fact that, like, Aztec might be more valuable. But, you know, 5 against 6 seed, I don't think you gotta feel that far behind, so... I don't know, just being thorough.
You know about the level picking, but like it's pretty easy to get caught up in the idea that like, well, maybe my opponent must have done this, so I also have to do this. Like you might just think that when Sowser didn't even think twice, he just ran straight in. He was like, I don't care, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
And I think to his credit, he might be reading into the hints. We got a lot of scouring hints early. He might be like, this could be kind of fast. I should just get cracking on this. Maybe find Funky really fast. Could be on like Castle Donkey Metal. That's entirely plausible.
Possible. We'll see if he's like super thorough in the attempts to pull out Funky here. Namely, like, is he gonna do library? Because I think library is a pretty slow check, but if you think like it's a super fast seed and you're like you want to pull shopkeeper, you maybe do it out of logic, even though nothing's pointing at castle rooms.
He spent all this time to climb for a junk melon slice, so he's got to be doing the library. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
There's no way you climb this far without thinking about library.
Right.
Meanwhile, Violet goes straight underground first. Funky on one of these 2 gets splats down in the underground, or Donkey Dungeon seems pretty plausible to me. I suppose it's a little too early to call. We have no idea what key that is. Never mind, now we do. It's key 5. Hey, thank you. Key 5 sold by Funky, presumably. So we just need to find
me feel
any other key 5 hint is just going to tell you where Funky is. Just done. It's nice.
Well, unfortunately, that makes me feel like the library plate might not likely be it, because you do have to find Strong Kong for that. And assuming our key 5 is our progression forward, it just... that usually means that it's more likely Funky's on a Sphere 0 somewhere.
That's a big if key 5 is our way forward. Because you also have access to Aztec now. Like, you're not getting a ton of GBs out of here, but you should get enough to get into Aztec.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, it seems like key 5 is lightly locked in my brain just because we don't have any path hints other than that one Cave Shops to 5. And we don't have many path hints in general. And it looks like it is a Mike Champ special. Crown in the library.
Huge. I say we're going to get the 5 GBs, but, like, the game is trying really hard not to do it. Ooh, potion on the twirl. Saw that. Thought I didn't see it, but I saw it. Because, like, there's a certain amount of buffer that the B-Lockers expect, right? It won't roll a number within... the buffer is 70%, so however many GBs are available, it rolls up to 70% of how much is available. And 70%, if 5 is the high roll, that means I have to be like 7 or 8 available, something like that. I'm not doing the math. Somebody else do the math.
Oh, I don't know if we mentioned...
Which means...
Castle Candy is selling Chunky.
Oh. Oh my. Wait.
I think he's being sold by Lanky.
Lanky buys him? Oh, jeez. Candy. That's pretty nice. Maybe Chunky turns up soon then. Very nice.
It'd be good. We still have to find Lanky first.
Basically what I'm saying is we're running out of the opportunities to get to that like 7 or 8 GBs you'd expect in order to see it, so it could well just be Funky, in fact, on the Underground Splat by Funky. Or, yeah. Kind of feels like it has to be.
I don't know.
Especially because we've run out of like Kong hints, which means you can get... Your Kong hints aren't locked by the Kongs themselves, so like you're more likely to see the hint before you run into the Kong, if that makes sense. Because we haven't seen any of them, it's more likely we get more access to hints, E5, and actually get anything. Or it's just Donkey Metal, there you go. Problem solved.
Okay, DK Metal.
Nice and easy. So, now Violet doesn't really need to do Library. She's got Funky and is like, I could probably just leave now, so get the hint up here and maybe bail. I don't know how much you care about the top here.
But there's a crown up there. Don't you want to feel like a king for a day?
That's mighty important, mighty important. That's so cranky donkey. So that coconut
was
is
coconut.
It's coconut, yep. That's
wow, coconut waff.
Not really.
Who would have guessed?
Consider me shocked, I tell you. Shocked. Good move. Good move is waff. Here we go. We got grab, maybe it's like a production angle. I don't know. Way, way, way too early to call that, but Treasure Room Key 7. That's our first Key 7 hint. We don't have Lanky or Diving, so we need Diving for that. We'll get a Diving path hint then. Well, Diving would be on the path hint Key 7 if we see a path hint that kind of points that way. So far, we have the most things we've seen. The most expansive path hint we've got has pointed at 2 things. So we're really going places here. Tell you what, I love the minecart dive. You know Coconut is the way of the horde. You have grab. You should just do the minecart every time. I think this makes perfect sense.
I think for an early level, you probably want to do it, but...
Well, you also get the metal here. He's going to get the metal off this balloon here. So...
That's I was about to say, like, I wasn't really sure how Sowser routed it going into library and having coconut and wasn't able to get the metal before coming down here, but I guess he's kind of got his own route, just didn't do many of the CBs around the castle.
Am I blind? I thought 1 was top left. It was 2 top left. All right, I am blind. Never mind. I pulled the wrong lever. I'm Kronk.
Man can't even count.
Tough. That's more like a reading problem than a counting problem, to be fair. That's brutal. I don't know which is worse. Oh, Presence of Mind to check the lobby, because Splad is also great with Coconut. Maybe this is your answer, and maybe this is like diving. It's barrel throwing, that's pretty great.
Ooh, barrel throwing.
And throw the minecart in the bin. Goodbye.
So that does explain Coconut. We need barrels for Jape's Chunky Boulder.
Sure does. So your Coconut is solved. Make of that what you will. That pleasant? Is that unpleasant? I don't know. Okay, what are we going back to caves for? Am I stupid? Why? Oh, because we can't get it.
Go by Key 5.
Go by Key 5. I am stupid. All right, yeah. Because I was like, we can go on Aztec. What are we doing here? Well, okay. Violet can go on Aztec. Sowser cannot. He's still, well, no, he can't. He got actually 0 GBs out of that castle trip. For all the extra checks he did, he got no GBs for it.
Yeah, well, I think the one extra check he did was library, right?
He also worked with minecart, I suppose, but yeah, he actually did the library. Well, like, good grief. Oh, he also
well, I'm thinking, like, if you're... Well,
he didn't get barrels. Coconut. Oh, not getting barrels is a little... I don't know how I feel about that one. That's a little scary.
Yeah, we don't have anything pointing us to Cave's Helm or to that Kasplat other than a Wath Coconut. And honestly, this early in the seed, I kind of feel like there's not a whole lot you do with... I don't know. I might not have the presence of mind myself to go get that Kasplat. It's definitely a great choice, but you're like, there's so many coconut checks ahead of me.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it on his next trip for sure, because you do have to go back to pick up buy Chunky at some point as a given.
That is true.
You're probably
and you can't use our only known barrels thing until you have Chunky anyway.
Yeah, no, Chunky is the majority of the barrel uses, but like it could be maybe something weird like Diddy Glue turns up and it kind of ruins your life. A boss could ruin your day completely. All right, what is Galleon looking like? What level is this Galleon?
Level 7.
7 Galleon. 5 to get
Another
in.
5 to get in.
Okay,
James shops 8 and free Kongs.
Wow, two multi-paths, two paths, wow. 1 hint, 2 paths, unbelievable.
Look, I've seen seeds like I don't want to jinx anything. I've seen seeds like this where the first time halfway you only get like 1 or 2 path hints, and then like 40 minutes into the seed you finally get your like something is on the path to 5 different things.
Factory level 6. I would love to go in here. Nope. Never mind. And can be found by Diddy and Japes. Okay.
That could be top of the mountain. That is hinted Wath.
Top of the mountain feels pretty good. And maybe you pull, well, I mean, we haven't seen Japes yet either, so Japes is either level 2 or level 4, which means we either need key 1 or diving to get in, which is a little spicy.
Neither of which we really have much direction on. We have no key 1 hints, and then, well, it's very, 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 very unlikely diving is not Way of the Horde, but I feel like in a low Way of the Horde seed, you always get a little worried about that.
We have found our Oasis Totem Area potion. It is the Shockwave Dirt.
Igloo to 4, thank you, thank you. I now know that key 4 is on the path to key 4.
Nice and easy. And it didn't lock itself. Unbelievable. Crazy style in. Alright. Lands for 2 potions. That's our 4th scouring hint, by the way.
Yeah, that really makes me think there's not a lot in this seed right now.
Oh, really? That was the first clue, not the other, like... We have 6 multi-pets hints now, and only 2 of them point at more than one thing. That's
look, you could have one needed potion that's really cursed and behind like 8 other things that are not needed for other things. Okay.
Yeah, or you could just leave barrels behind for no reason. That's cool too. That might also ruin your life.
True.
But at the same time, when you get a seed that turns out to be really fast, a lot of the emphasis is on efficiency, right? How efficient were your checks? Was it worth your time? Was it really worth your time to go out of your way to do the library, right? I don't know about that one. That's a bit of a reach, I think, but that may be the choice that goes with the hunt rather than the barrels.
Yeah, at this point, I gotta think if I'm in either of their shoes right now, they gotta be thinking like, okay, this might be a race to 64. And how do you play like a seed that's just gonna be a race to 64 with not a lot of things to do? Grabbing any and every GB.
It's certainly too early to call that pre like 30 minutes, but you have to at least consider the possibility given that the signs are leaning that way.
I mean, like, I think you have to play like that until you're given evidence that it's not, and then you put your foot off the gas for a bit. Because at this point, like, with 4 scouring hints out of, like, how many have we seen? Like, 10 or 11? Like, that is a massive percentage of just scouring hints. And then, like you said, all the paths are 1, 2 at scariest. Like, at this point, I'd be like, okay, I gotta do every, like, super fast, quick GB. I might even, like, just any bonus barrel with a GB in it, I'd definitely be doing just to get that number up as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, if I were trying to, like, cut corners and go really fast in this Aztec curve, what would I skip? I don't even know if I'd skip anything. Like, you can't really skip the 5-door temple. Donkey's Middle is so fast, you can't skip that. I don't know. You could, like, maybe skip, like, Sand Bridge Gisplat, but that helps you get the middle too, so like, I don't know, man. What? Just gotta just play the game. Aztec is where you cut corners. You can cut corners like Galleon or something.
Was that Japes Forest or was that Japes something?
Japes Forest lobbies. It was like 8 Kongs or something else.
8 and Chunky, I think.
Chunky?
Yeah.
Interesting. So what would that be? Oh, there's our diving. Yep, definitely don't skip that metal. Oh my.
Yeah. So a little bit of a problem here for Sowser is that that might be what he thinks is the reason why Coconut is Wath. Because I think I suppose there is an either or. Do you need Coconut 100% for Aztec DK metal?
Not always. You can do it with Llama Temple access and Strong Kong and the Snow.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit, but Coconut is a pretty strong push towards that metal too. I don't know. I still think the barrels really aren't a problem because, like, if you're running through Castle Lobby, you just don't forget that guy. Like, that'd be pretty bad if you forgot that guy. You buy Chunky.
Yes, there's our amazing Chunky be bought in Castle hint.
Yep. We're not getting away without Lanky either, so we are on the lookout for a Lanky hint. He deigns to reveal himself.
Yeah, I think he's the only Kong we don't have any info on. Japes or Tiny is found in Japes by Diddy, and Chunky's in the shop, so
and
Lanky's the only one MIA.
And we have a Way of the Horde Diddy check and Japes, so like, just go find your peanuts and like, decent odds you get tiny. I mean, okay, peanut locks like half the stuff for Diddy and Japes anyway, so really good odds you get tiny if you get peanut, but not necessarily.
Maybe the Jape shop to 8 and 3 Kongs. Could
Okay, big pull here. Is this Japes? If this is not Japes, it's gonna get really weird really quickly. Uh-oh. Alright, level 4 is not Japes. Okay, that's also really cheap. Okay. Yeah. So the problem is, Japes looks really important, but we have 0 hints for Key 1, and it's level 2. That's really funny. So, at this point, I'm expecting Key 2 to just fall on our, or Key 1 to just fall on our head somewhere in Forest at this point. Like, it's just gotta be here, right?
I mean, they still have Factory, which is like 8 to get in. They still have,
Factory makes sense too.
Is there another level they haven't entered yet? They've been into Aztec.
They've been into Galleon.
Galleon, I guess, but...
Okay, we got a camera in, which is actually kind of useful, because we already knew cameras on the path to Key 3, so that's not new. Key 8 Kongs? Was it? Key 8 Chunky Phase, okay.
Yeah, I think that's not
Oh, interesting. I was gonna project, like, something in, like, the feather cage in, Forest Lobby, but that doesn't make sense, because we know it's Tiny K roll. So it has to be a different Japes Forest Lobby check. Potion. What was it?
Maybe the Punch Chest Fairy? Or the Factory Lobby Fairy?
It was Mini. Oh, interesting that Mini was found by Funky. So if we end up getting a Castle Metal hint, we might be able to like reverse engineer that to make sense for Tiny K roll. Or it should be on the path to Tiny K roll as well. That means Mini is not. If that is the, we need to look at Cranky to roll this out. But like Mini. Our Forest Shop hint is almost certainly pointed at Mini Monkey, unless we also find Feather Hero on a Miracle. At which point, you can kind of like take away Mini from a lot of things, from the treasure chest even. So like, it's not, Key 7 is not in the hype chest. Probably.
Hopefully.
It's not, it wouldn't be like Galleon Lobby Swim, or Galleon, you would rule out Galleon Lobby. Yeah, because the Japes Forest Lobby item is on the path of Chunky Key roll.
I think it's Factory Lobby Fairy.
Factory Lobby Fairy makes a lot of sense, yeah. So well, and then you need Punch. So this Factory Lobby Fairy then deluxe like Gorilla Gun or Hunky.
Yeah, something like that.
Acts pretty well. Ooh, Dark Rafters time. Dueling Dark Rafters. Who's gonna get there? And Sowser crushes it. Violet taking a more methodical approach and falling off and eating the abyss. Goodbye.
Yeah, I thought I was good at the skip, and Sowser just puts my ability to do it to shame. He like rushes to like until the last jump and then does the camera adjustment.
Yeah, he didn't even like break out the coconut shooter, because that would help a lot too. If you just like shoot you a little bit of light, just a little bit of light to give you a little bit of a lineup is big. There we go. Oh, Cliff. Bye. You can tell when the camera does something that just like it doesn't normally do. You're like, oh, I just fell into the hole, didn't I? Just like poop.
The one thing I am kind of interested to see if either runner will do it. I want to say it was in the past month. There was not exact a skip or a trick or whatever to get to the top of the mushroom without Rocket Barrel with just Diddy. I wonder if either of them are going to give it a shot for that top of the mushroom barrel.
Oh. I mean, it depends.
It's like you have to. It's like on the boss side door, you have to do like a cartwheel up, and then you like do a backflip as you fall off the side of that ledge, and then you backflip up on top of the mushroom.
I know you can get into the bonus barrel. Can you get the item? I'm not sure you can get the item.
The item falls.
The item falls! I'm a fool. It's been too long. Yeah, I think you can get in. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. And because of that, it doesn't look like there's a Diddy phase. Well, also because of the Japes Diddy Mountain hint potentially being tiny. What I think is happening is that you buy your... I guess it depends on where Lanky is, but like at this point it's kind of looking like you buy your peanut in Japes to then get tiny with. Because that's our only path to Kong's items we know of, and we have a pretty good lead that peanut locks tiny. So if that's the case, that would rule out Diddy K rule. Which means this Rocket Barrel is just kind of like in the wing and maybe skippable. If you can get away with skipping it.
No, we have a Diddy to K rule. Or, no, sorry, not K rule, Diddy and Helm.
That was Donkey Chunky. It's Donkey Chunky, right?
Oh, you're right. I wrote my note down.
It is Donkey Chunky.
Never mind. It is Donkey Chunky.
Yeah, we're good there. We're good.
Yeah, Rocket Barrel might be skippable.
Maybe.
I would expect, obviously not set in stone, but I would expect our last phase is probably Lanky with starting trombone and like a pretty lightly locked barrel throwing.
I think the odds are actually, yeah, that's true. Because we have the barrel thrown in our pocket, don't we? I think it's also reasonably likely to just be a one-off blast somewhere that's easy to get to.
That's also.
I think it's pretty.
It's also very possible.
I think it's pretty likely. I think it's pretty unlikely it's a Diddy phase. That's about all I'm willing to read into. As of yet.
Yeah. And we saw there was nothing being sold on Cranky Shop, so that is mini to just 8 in Tiny Phase.
That's great info. Great info. Interesting that Violet's doing the bonus barrel for a blueprint. I think she's like all in on just get as many GBs as I can.
I don't think I disagree. Like, if this were me, that would absolutely be what I'd start doing. Like, we don't have really that many complicated hints. Just assuming the seed kind of starts solving itself for you, like, start stacking up, because it might just simply be a race to 64.
Well, I'll offer up this. Is that one worth doing? Unclear, I think. Bonus barrel like that, I don't know. Bonus barrels are kind of mid? I don't know. Monkey board's nice. Maybe we need that. Don't even know. It's like a monkey board for the road. Potentially used to get to the top of Creme. We have no idea.
You know, one less thing to accidentally forget the 11th hour is getting up to Helm.
Yeah, we haven't really worried about that too much yet, but because we haven't really gotten any reason to think that. We haven't gotten any like solo key 8 hints, and those are usually pretty good for like Helm instruments or like Helm access somehow. What was on that conveyor belt? Was that a GB?
I did not get a good look.
Any knowers? Instant replay? I can get instant replay. I can get an instant replay. What a scam. On a temple foolish? Whoa, okay. Is that useful? I don't even know if that's useful.
Oh, yeah, without blast, not much we can operate off with that. I don't think we're other than like whatever mini leads for 8. I guess it's 2 checks in there.
Thank you, team. It's just a rainbow coin in the conveyor belt. We don't have to worry about that. We do have grabs, so like we could get it, I guess. So I guess if it was good, Sowser would have just done it. So. Cool. Yeah, I'm with y'all. I don't know what was going on in that song, and Sowser's inside the mushroom. That was kind of cursed, but it kind of goes crazy. Maybe a little too crazy. Whoa, big hint. All right, that's our funky, I think.
That has to be funky. Because it's to key 5.
Also CBs to 5, 8, chunky face, tiny face, Kongs. All right.
Yep.
That lines up with the Jape's shop hint that's key 8 Kongs. That lines up with Funky selling us Mini Monkey, which is key 8 tiny K roll, and it lines up with Funky selling us key 5. So that is a bajillion% funky. As if there was any doubt in our mind, it is like a bajillion%. Stone cold lock of the century of the week.
Yeah. So one tiny little.
And it also rules out another key 1 potential. Because like, where the heck is this key 1?
I don't know. We haven't found key 1. We haven't found key 1 hints. It's like it is a potion on top of the mushroom.
Can we get up there? Trying. Wow, this guy's gonna ruin his life. Do you have a way to kill it? I don't think he has a way to kill that guy.
Yeah, no shockwave, no oranges, no instrument.
That's so obnoxious.
Yeah, he eventually gets it.
Barely got in there. You have to like, it's like on the bottom of the oscillation, right?
A bonus stage.
Yeah.
Cheeky. You have to like, you want to tag like at the apex of the Diddy jump, which I've found is like when he's like about flat, like a level with the ground, like parallel facing the ground, like planking midair.
Yeah.
Midair. Oh, got caught. See ya, bud.
So actually what I do is I slam at the apex because it lets you hover there for a little bit, and sometimes the barrel can oscillate down onto you. So it just increases the window of opportunity to hit the barrel.
Very smart, very smart. I like that. A little defy gravity for a moment.
Yeah.
Straight to jail. Unlucky you're not getting this potion. Or you are getting this potion. We're at a logic rocket for something good, so what might this be?
Yeah, a little hard to tell, especially since we don't even know what rocket would be pathed to.
Also, shout out climbing the mushroom with just Diddy. That's like crazy hard. That's a lot harder than it looks.
Wath, great.
I forgot that they didn't have Tiny, because you would just normally slope climb up with Tiny, but you have to do like a fancy like a long jump backflip setup there to get all the way up there, which is really good.
Yeah, I would be honest, like, if you practice it for like 10 minutes, you can kind of get it down.
All right.
But it's definitely hard to
flex on him, man.
Look, I promise you, Laraki, just take a little bit of time. You can get it.
It's no big deal. I'm just a beast like that. It's fine. Anyone can do it in 20 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah. That's why I choose to commentate, is to flex on everyone here.
It's true.
I got the strats, I got the tricks.
I'm right with you, Chief. I'm right with you. Wow, that crown is short.
Yeah, so we don't really have an answer for what we need grape for quite yet.
I also can't do anything with it. Because we don't have...
True. No lanky. So another thing I'm a little worried about is if the Forest shop is selling peanut like we think, there is a hint to Jape's Funky Chunky. So if it is chunky, or if that is the shop selling peanut, we still need to find lanky to get that peanut for tiny.
We got 2 more levels to work with, right? We got Galleon and then the potential Japes, so it's a little early. Wow, okay, perfect backflip for Violet, and made the climb look easy. So who knows? Maybe I'm just bad. That's all right. All good. Coming to terms. Devastating. All right, your choices are Factory or Galleon. Forgot we had Factory too.
You do have diving and coconut, so Galleon is not the worst thing in the world, but still with all the money and stuff like.
You don't have Lanky. You
really true.
You really want Lanky to get into the gold tower to like drag T7 on that trip. But
yeah, I mean, I think my gut would take me to Factory all the time, just because like it's a great place to just farm coins, and that's always like my early game mentality. But I don't know if going Galleon would be a terrible idea.
We did get our first rainbow coin in the Thornvine Barn. In the back of the splat behind the Thornvine Barn. Alright, the arena up here. Grab block. Way the horde. Also, O-stand. Just chilling in storage for funsies. I almost didn't mention it because who cares?
Yeah, well, help you. Well, I guess it wouldn't help you logically get up to that barrel, but if you somehow found.
All of a sudden,
barrel.
All of a sudden, Lanky can be found by Donkey and Castle. We've seen the medal, we've seen the library, we've seen the minecart. Well, Sowser has seen all 3, and Violet has not checked the library or the minecart. So that's kind of a big deal. So it's the boss or the tree, which is not good.
Yeah, neither of those are great options.
Well, given that it doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff on the path to free Kongs, I'm kind of thinking it's the boss. So you might need those you might need that barrel thrown sooner than later. So when you go back to Castle, but you only want to go back to Castle when you have Lanky to buy Chunky with. So that's like super awkward. Violet might get that hint and go back to Castle, but I don't know if Sowser is going to commit to that without barrels. Ooh.
Well, you do have the possibility that it's not a barrels boss, so you could, because I guess Sowser's got to be. I got to be thinking like with very few of these free Kong moves that it's not seeming like it's blast locked, and so I'd probably have the threat in my mind that if it's not a barrels boss, like I don't know if I want to risk that.
Even still, there's plenty of stuff to do. Big number 1 thing you want to find is your key 1. That's like number 1. I want to know where key 1 is like right now, because getting key 1 means you get into Japes first, and if you get into Japes first, you're in the driver's seat, I think. The problem is the Japes could also be very expensive, so we'll see.
To be honest, I don't know if getting into Japes is as important as getting Chunky.
Well, getting into Japes gets you Tiny, it gets you Peanut, it gets you...
I don't know if it gets you Tiny, because I think Peanut might be locked by Chunky. I think Chunky buys Peanut.
You think Chunky buys... Oh, because
Japes
Chunky
is cloth, yeah.
You're totally right, that is devastating. Oh, man. God, Japes isn't that crazy. I mean, it's another pile of hints, so like maybe the Japes hints will tell you what to do. Or
maybe.
It'll tell you where barrels is, or give you like a path hint regarding that coconut or something. Oh, man, that's crazy. I don't know if Sowser's resolved coconut yet. He might be banking on production here.
He does have the theory that maybe it's for diving. Still,
yeah.
I think that's the only thing coconut has gotten him so far.
That would track pretty well.
That being said, well, we did pick up Mini in Forest, so yes, diving would be Wath at least for Forest access.
Hey, it's key 2.
Key 1.
I keep wanting to call it key 2. It's driving me insane. Alright. Oh, that's your barrels. Alright, cool.
Oh, that's... Yeah, it's not to free Kongs, so... That does probably let Sowser know...
Nice.
I wonder if he's then thinking, oh, it's more likely the tree. That's an interesting one to get.
It's probably just like... It's just gotta be like Puff Toss then, right? Something. Puff Toss cut out
possibly.
Castle. I feel like that makes a ton of sense.
Maybe you're thinking more that like it's not a barrels boss, but it probably does add a little additional weight that it could be Lanky in the tree.
I guess. I think I would still probably. I think I would be happy to commit to Castle Boss regardless.
I think so too. With still, even with that said, I do think you really want to see, you want to know 100% if you can pull Chunky before going to Japes. There's a lot Chunky can do.
Here's your key 1 hint. So you either go to the testing to find key 1 instantly, or you go to Galleon and get your key 1 hint, and now you know where it is. Bang. No muss, no fuss. Very nice.
Yeah, I think Violet has only pulled a key 1 and a key 3 hint, so not very fortunate on the recommendations.
Not ideal. So Barrels is on the path to that Japes boulder this way, the Horde. Is that key 7? I mean, it could be like the balloon or spring in the boulder that gets us to your key 7 in the treasure room.
There's got to be some, there's got to be some intermediary move. So I would probably think it's like spring, spring or balloon probably on the boulder.
Frankly, that just doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, whatever. Not my problem anymore. All you really got to be worried about now is Chunky Key Roll, I guess. So, like, Creme Isle to Chunky Key Roll is unresolved. Camera to Chunky Key Roll is unresolved. Jake's Force Lobby is unresolved. So, like, hopefully you find Punch and then you can convert Punch into the Factory Lobby Fairy to get Chunky.
Yeah, and that was just put the last one somewhere on Creme Isle.
Other possibilities are, like, it could be Feather into the Forest Lobby Fairy, but, like, I don't know.
Actually, you know what? It might be, what if it's Blast on the Factory Fairy, or Factory Lobby Fairy, and then that's your access up to Creme Isle, and then the fairy up there is your goner home.
Okay, we were too busy cooking, and Chad just counted flawlessly. What is going on?
Oh my gosh, because I'm not there to distract everyone with my amazing numbers.
I can't believe it. They've done the impossible. I'm shook. They locked in. I told them to lock into the start, and they locked in. Huge.
That's the thing about miracles, Rock. They always happen when you're not watching them.
All right, so much for banking on production. We just got hinted foolish. Ain't nothing in there, buddy. I mean, you might do it for density. Like, there's certainly a solid GB count in there, but like, ain't nothing good in there.
I mean, you definitely wouldn't do it now, but there is still a hint.
I think you still might do it now just because there's a hint there. I guess there's not a ton of stuff.
You think so? That's such a slow hint, and like you still have another level ahead of you.
If I had like Chunky and Tiny, I'd do it because you would. Or if I had Chunky, if I had all my Kongs, I'd do it because you get like more. You get like three more checks out of it. You just slam all the switches, climb, and get everybody's stuff. That'd be pretty good. All right, Violet has smelled blood in the water on this.
I think. Yeah, she read the Castle Lanky hint, and then she just immediately bolted.
Left factory, which is crazy because this looks like it might be like, what is this vial? Shockwave?
Do we know that we need? Yeah, I don't have any clear vial.
Bad news.
That is amazing information.
Bad news.
I think that now absolutely puts Lanky on tree sniping.
It's looking like the tree. There we go.
And now Sowser knows that, and he's like, I don't need to dive back into Castle. And Violet has to do a whole dive back in to rule out library and the minecart here.
The library, rule out the minecart, rule out the boss. It's just a freaking tree. Ugh. So where's Blast?
That is a good question. There is some sort of possibility that maybe
or
Japes Funky Chunky is not selling Peanut and something, or maybe it is, but
hear
something else there is selling Blast.
Hear me out. We don't know why Grape is with the Horde. We just got a Watt Sniper. What if it's just like something completely unrelated on Lanky Tower? let's go crazy. Let's go crazy.
That would be I don't know
how.
That would really be really disastrous for Sowser, because 100% I'm reading Lanky's on tree sniping, but if it's just for if it's just for tower, that's, I mean, if Violet finds Lanky on the boss, that's
I think it could still be lost. Oh hey, look, it's Blast. Who is that saying? I don't think you ever do this. Ooh, Chad. Let L. I'll take Blast in the power hut.
That is awful, considering the production foolish hint.
That's devastating. I
That
still
is
think it's
actually awful.
I think it's totally fine to do production anyway because it's like decent density. I think it's totally fine. That's
okay.
absolutely massive, because now he gets to basically just run straight to Lanky. Like, that worked out so well for him. Bailing out a factory is not
he's
paying off
about
for
to pick
Violet.
up his barrels here. So, all is good on Sowser land here.
There you go, boom, barrels. I mean, you got hinted, so like if you missed that, then we get like flame the post-game thread, but like all well
True.
good. We already flame him. We flame a little bit, but we could have like really cooked him there if you missed that one.
Yeah, but I think he'll be walking out here with both Lanky and Chunky now.
Yeah, I think it just like the seed just falls into place for him. So now you really got to be thinking really hard on this Chunky K roll. Like, how do we get there? How do we get the punch I think I need to maybe get a Hunky Chunky, maybe get Gorilla Gun? What kind of crime checks am I worried about? Grape? Possibly back of like the back of the prison? That seems like really good right now.
That is definitely possible. That could be our solo Chunky item.
Yeah,
that
feels really good to me right now. You gotta check that on your next time to level 7, which is Galleon? He hasn't even been to Galleon! Oh my god, he's crazy!
Yeah, and that's totally fine for him because the information in Galleon was really not helpful. We'll just tell him where key 3 is, where key 1 is, and I don't know if I saw what the last hint Violet would have picked up would have been.
The top hint in R&D? I think the last hint in R&D was like...
No, sorry. There should be... Oh, yep, there's Lanky, but
there he is.
She should have picked up 3 hints in Galleon with 4 doors available to her. I guess maybe not.
One was like
I guess
TNS, maybe? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, because if TNS rolls in one of the 3 doors, that's not...
Yeah, one's Lanky lock.
That's not behind the Lanky lock,
yeah. One's Lanky lock, the other's Vine lock, so... Not too much info, I suppose. I guess just 2 hints. Neither of them are that crazy. I guess it tells you what key 1 was, so you could bail out a Galleon really quickly.
Yeah.
Just, really unfortunate sequencing for Violet there, but like this is gonna work out insanely well for Sowser. That said, Violet is getting blast right now, so she's certainly not far behind at all.
Yeah, it's definitely a good shout, because I would have been like, oh, hey, production's foolish. Don't need to waste a minute and a half watching the cutscene and catch me at the bottom of the race room, close to DNFing.
Well, she also didn't climb to R&D to get the great way of the Horde, which is more what was that? That was Sniper?
Yeah, that was Sniper.
So, like, you still gotta go up there. It's kind of surprising that you don't go up there and then drop down for the great. You just like cut straight to the chase and just jump right here.
Yeah, the nice thing is that you only have to pass through production once, and so if you're planning to route production in,
he's broke.
Now unfortunately she doesn't know it's foolish, but
oh, Sowser, where are your Lanky coins, bud? You're broke.
Oh no.
The problem is that they found 1 rainbow coin this whole seed in the back of the Thorn, the splat behind the Thornvine barn. 1 rainbow coin. So now you gotta go dig up some Lanky coins. Go to the greenhouse or something. Blah. Tree.
Yeah, greenhouse is good. I was thinking like if you go towards Funky's and go, I don't know if Funky was selling anything for either
more.
DK or Diddy, but you didn't head down there with Funky initially.
It just feels faster, and you get 2 checks. Like I feel like this is.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is definitely a better play here.
Also, it depends on how much it was. I don't know. I didn't quite see how poor he was. Like if it's a 9 coiner, then you have to do both anyway. If it's 8, then you do this. If it's 7, then you can go to Funky's. If it's 6, then that's really funny. If it's 7, you can do either. If it's 8, you have to do this. If it's 9, you have to do both. So.
People are saying 6, so.
1 off. Devastating.
Just barely. And you know what?
I'm telling you,
team, Violet runs into the exact same thing too.
I'm telling you, team, I hate climbing production as much as the next guy, but it's really not that bad. Okay, that's pretty bad that that's a medal, so maybe the hint is good. I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of be the one saving grace up here. If the medal's good, or if it's another rainbow coin, you avoid this trip into.
That's true. That'd be nice.
Greenhouse.
I think it's very reasonable to do it, or to take this dive. I don't really need Diddy's medal. It's not gonna be difficult with the clock tower. Yeah, it seems like just a standard factory route, just paid out incredibly well for Sowser.
Yeah, just going. Yeah, because Galleon really did not get you anything.
No.
It's just unfortunate. You can't really know that ahead of time.
I feel like Violet had all the info to make the choice and still picked Galleon, which is a little interesting. Maybe trying to like chase coconut options. Still not much you can do. It is a red slime.
Oh, it's not even a hint door up here. It's a TNS.
Oh man. Oh jeez. And if you haven't been to R&D, you can't know that, so...
Yeah.
Maybe Sowser did know that, and that's why he was like, nah, I'm not doing production at all now. Come on, please be a GB.
He still turned it on.
Oh my god, don't fall off. Alright, it was at least a GB at this plat, so it's not like totally wasted enterprise. Not that great, but...
Yes. And with Sowser picking up Chunky, basically, I think that does lock in. Peanut is probably your Jape shop item.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta see how expensive Jape is right now. We need to know.
Believers are crossing their fingers because you got 15 minutes to get into Japes.
They are praying for 18 or less.
Yeah.
And I got bad news. I don't think it's gonna be that cheap.
I know, like when you get a Kong dump like this, like that B locker can shoot straight up.
Yeah, it could easily be like 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah, standard counting pattern 0, 3, 5, 5, 5, 8, 50. Yep. So that's normal. That's lanky metal? That kind of makes sense, I guess.
I suppose if you could. Oh, he's still chasing grape stuff.
Ain't no way you're doing this. This is like so far of logic. You're short grape, you're out of logic rocket barrel for one thing. For grape. You're short sprint, you're short vines. Ain't no way this is anything. I guess if you finish this is fine.
The only thing would be some super cursed key 8 item, but the way that the path hints are lining up, I don't think it's gonna pay out.
So he is finishing his lanky metal here, presumably. So like this kind of makes sense. But like, if Funky has anything to buy, surely it's better to just run to Funky. He's got it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought too.
Maybe he's just a genius and this is something good. That's a metal. Enjoy the mud.
Oh, it doesn't even pick up the 3 coins.
He went to the tree to pick up the 2 and he skips those 3? What is he doing, bro?
Yeah, right after Lanky was super poor, couldn't buy Chunky.
Alright, we're back to flaming him.
Suddenly,
We're back.
Writing that one down for the interview.
Yep. Wow, and Funky is garbage for you. Wait, what is this?
I think it's Blueprint.
GB,
or
nice.
GB, yeah.
Didn't see what DK was buying. I don't know if he saw what DK was buying. He was just like, I guess I'm just buying. I'm priced in. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure he wrote it down. Like, it's something I've gotten in the habit of is every time I see a shop, I write down every GB and Blueprint there is.
And if there's 2 here, ooh, he's not willing to spend all his money here, which is actually a great heads-up play because he's probably going to try and push for Japes next. And if he does that, he would definitely not have enough money for Japes. So he's not poor.
Especially since
he had the money for that. He said no, for sure.
I guess you do have access Chunky Underground, but there are not that many Chunky coins in
Here we go.
Japes.
Grape check, big time. Funky? Railgun?
It is green.
Yes, sir. Funky.
Hunky.
Perfect. And that solves your grape, and it gives you an idea of what Rocket Barrel is on the path to. You know Rocket Barrel now is on the path to Chunky K. Rool. That might help you pick out where it is. Could that be your Japes Force Hobby item, perhaps? As opposed to like punch.
If that's the case,
way better.
Then I feel like if that's the case, then everything path to Chunky is just pointing to that Hunky, and hopefully we're not just like in a.
Okay, so Sowser hasn't had that Jape shop hit this whole time, so he might have been like fishing for Peanut before trying Japes, and now he's like, all right, wait a minute, we gotta know now. We gotta know at this point. Let's take a look. 28, he can dump.
28. Oh,
great hint, but
never mind. I'm only in the middle of the race room. If this was a weekly,
can he dump again? And I said that without checking. Never mind. He's at 27.
Is he one short?
No, he's at 20.
Yeah.
He's at 28. He's at 20 with. He doesn't have tiny, so he can't turn that blueprint in. No. He's at 27. That's a disaster.
Well, you got to find at least 1 GB between these 2 checks, though, right? Could do the Diddy blueprint.
All right. No longer holding the L for skipping power hug because he got hinted. So sometimes lucky.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. Yep. Now you have to do this bonus, bro, to get this Diddy blueprint.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Totally fine. If you're, it's basic. It might as well say GB if you know you're dumping with Diddy. I suspect he'll probably also do the battle arena.
Violet's gonna have 0 problems because Violet's holding 5 donkey blueprints right now.
Oh my God.
That's some serious density. That's some serious clearing.
Must have gotten those 2 from Galleon. That's the only difference is Sowser has yet to go into Galleon.
One was the Thornvine Barn bonus barrel that I was like, I don't know about that one.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I don't know where the other one was. Maybe Galleon. Super duper fisticuffs. Oh. Pretty epic.
So what are we thinking about in the second half of the seed here? Because let's say Peanut is in the Jape shop, and then you just get Tiny on the top of the mountain. You still have Peanut to key 8 unresolved. You still have Mini to 8 unresolved.
Kind of in a punch.
Still got to find Punch somewhere.
Yeah, it's just a punch waiting room, which is not a position you want to be in. I feel like you have to chase. I don't know.
You just need more info and hope that like
Also
one of them
feather?
points to a chunky path.
Doesn't need feather somewhere or oranges.
That is also true.
You definitely check the boulder, even though the boulder's like pretty likely to be like balloon or spring. You still have to check it because it could. Well, could it be anything else? No, it really can't be anything else. Actually, kind of garbage. Unlucky.
It's a 5-second check. I honestly would do it. Just like you're already going to warp 3, might as well just grab the barrel, toss it, and just continue rolling. Or dive into underground and pick up the 3 chunky coins.
This is the same.
You might be going down there anyway.
You're going to the underground anyway, right? You're just getting the goods down there.
Yeah.
For density purposes, it's entirely possible that it can actually be a second Peanut check. Actually Peanut to key 8 makes a lot of sense to like get. What do we need? We still need bongos and triangle. Whoa, wait a minute.
Bongos triangle. We still haven't peaked what the helm access is.
We might be like short waist and a ton of stuff. I mean, it could be. It's not balloon. Well, okay, it might be. If key 7's on the spring tower, it might be balloon. Oh, here we go. Now
I think Sowser's about to peak this.
I mean, 2 out of 3 you have it right now, so you gotta have a look. Hey, look at that. It is blast. Perfect. Nice and easy. You don't even have to worry about that monkey port getting a hint. What was that?
What was that?
What the heck was that?
Oranges.
Those oranges. Whoa.
Who needs feathers?
Okay. Well, you might need feathers if it is the feather switch in Forest Lobby, but that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I suppose like
we took a minute to like.
I don't know. That's
we took a minute to like scan his tracker. Like, what changed? What changed? What changed? Oh my god! It was like the best thing I could have been.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, the biggest worry is just Punch. Like, we need Punch regardless, even if it's not that fairy. Still need it for chunky phase.
Yeah, the problem is Punch could be on the Forest Lobby fairy, right? And that
is
the thing
true.
that's hinted. That's the scary bit. And then, like, on top of that, whatever you get at a Jape's Forest Lobbies probably gets you a Helm Instrument. So you're still kind of in a holding pattern, like, even after you get that item, you still have to then figure out what to do with it. It's certainly not a given. Like, if you get Punch, you have to search the whole game for Punch checks to find your bongos or find your triangle. Bean!
The beam!
Bean sighting, pick it up. Good boy.
For the fans. Eternal, cover your eyes.
I mean, you have to pick it up for good luck. It's just how it is. Magic beam.
Welcome to bonus.
I don't disagree. I'd be picking it up for good luck, or at least if I lose by 10 seconds, I could be like, well, obviously it's because I picked up the beam.
Yep. Yeah, we're noting they're basically tied, and they're almost tied in GBs right now. Almost. I think Sowser is +1, but that's like not anything. Like, and now they're tied, just like that. Like, Violet's clearing has been very thorough, and it costs you time as far as being on progression, but not necessarily being behind in a race. It'll all even out once we get the helm, get the 64, have all your pieces, parts, and be done. If you assume it's a fast seed, then I think you'd rather be in Violet's shoes at this point, but if anything trips up any amount of the seed, then you'd definitely rather be in Sowser's shoes to know that sooner.
I don't know. I'd still give it a wash. Like, part of the thing is Sowser's ahead in progression, so at some point he's going to be in grind mode faster. And when you're in grind mode, you naturally go for just high density stuff. So I don't know. Like, it's definitely still very close race here.
So much density you can go for, and I feel like doing things while you're doing other things efficiently is like a form of density, right? Going like a little bit out of your way. Let's do a bonus barrel here. Let's do a bonus barrel there. That's probably faster than like your next best like 2 or 3 GBs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I definitely play more like the Violet thing where I go for every bonus barrel, but man, when I've seen some of the VODs by like, Charles or Kilvaris, they're definitely sort of like push progression as fast as possible, and then once you know you're in go mode, switch to like grinding mode, and you know they're some of the fastest racers. So
could be. Got me. I'll just move real fast. Although I still think a lot of the speed in this is just making really good decisions repeatedly and consistently. If you make the right decisions a lot of the time, if you avoid like extra revisits to levels, you're going places. So like, for example, like missing barrels on the first pass at the castle wasn't really that bad for Sowser because it didn't mandate an extra visit. You could just get it on the next one. Missing something like funky on your first visit would be a total disaster because then you have to go back. Maybe. I'm not doing the math on whether or not that's actually true, but just for example. Right, there's orders of magnitude of mistakes. The small stuff like leaving something behind that you could always get later. Yeah, kind of whatever.
Well, that's something where it's like sometimes it'll cost you and sometimes it won't. And luckily it was just one of those situations where barrels was not useful until you were going back to castle. Right? But you know, it's a very interesting thing about Donk Rando is that like even amongst the top 8 you see a lot of different playstyles.
Well, really, you just kind of have to tailor it to the scene. Just play the game, you know?
Yeah, so, let's see... that looks like spring. And that is indeed spring. Okay. Well, that's simply where key 7 is.
Nice.
Well, I guess one of the nice routing things is that since Sowser has been deferring Galleon for this long, like, same trip in a Galleon, he's going to be able to pick up key 7.
Yeah. Basically one trip a Galleon, if it pans out. Could be that's like the end game, right? Try and like finish up in Galleon, end in the hype chest, get to like 60 and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
Big efficiency play. I mean, I feel like the choice of Factory over Galleon is really the crux of what's going on here, and I feel like it panned out really well. And I think I definitely like Factory over Galleon in that situation. I'm not really sold on Galleon, because there's just not that much stuff to get. Factory's like plenty of things.
I mean, I'd still give the odds that Factory would be a better play, like definitely, you know, 70-30. But when you had Diving and Coconut, I didn't think it was the worst idea, just probably like less likely to be better.
Great hunky pull for Violet, you kind of just have to like tie that together in all your notes. Like I have a way to work grape, I don't know why. I have a Cremile, I gotta check it, bang.
Yeah.
Perfect. And sure enough, right back into Japes. Without having to dump too much, only dump DKs. So it looks like not super close. 36 versus 28 plus... Well, 36 plus 1, I'm assuming Tiny's coming, versus 29 plus 6, so like... Again, 1 off. They're basically... It's basically neck and neck.
Yeah. Well, of course, Violet's gonna have all these quick Japes GBs in front of her, whereas Sowser's kind of halfway through Japes.
Oh my god. The Believers are in utter shambles, because it's just like... They did all of the rest of Japes before getting Tiny first, which I don't even know if I agree with, for starters. Like, oh my god. That's your Peanut, and then Tiny's at the top of the mountain. You could have done that, like, as you walked in. I feel like doing that makes more sense, and then you have Tiny to, like, do more of the game with, but... I don't know, yeah, it's kind of a back and forth. Maybe Sowser just...
We'll just open the chat logs later and find someone named Sowser2 bet everything on doubt.
That would be a very questionable decision for one thing, because that wouldn't be a very economical way of like throwing a seed, right? I feel like that would work out in your favor at all, right? Like,
no.
For one thing, you probably want to win the race more than you want to win channel points on DK64 speedruns. That would be like kind of crazy style. Oh, hey, look, it's Punch!
Well, okay!
Whoa!
Okay, at this point, Sowser's got to be like, all right, you know, put the foot to the gas. Like,
yo, Funky, big dog.
There are not a lot of like question marks still remaining. And Diddy Timed also has a purple potion?
I just realized that I don't think Chunky had solved Chunky, or Funky, I don't think Funky had solved Chunky Kirille yet. That's our first solve there, I think.
You're correct. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something for the Japes 4. Well, okay, Punch is almost. Oh my god! Just answer all the questions now. Why not?
I mean, if it's just gonna fall into her lap, I mean, why not? Why not do it? Let's just do that.
Wait, hold on. Did I read the... What is Japes Forest to 8 and Chunky if that's just all of it?
What do you mean Japes Forest? Japes Forest lobbies?
Do we have... Yeah, Japes Forest to 8 and Chunky.
Did we forget something super early?
Oh!
Which one? Is it Rocket?
I like
It's Rocket.
Yeah, Little King might be right. It
We
could
have
be
a
Rocket.
Yeah. So presumably that's Rocket, and then Rocket works out for...
For Grape, for Hunky. But then you still kind of have a hanging key 8 there.
Well then, yeah, it's also, so you could get... You might still need that Rocket for something for key 8, so you kind of can't really just, like, throw in the trash, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Hour 46, that's just absolutely devastating for the believers. That's just, oh my god.
Believers.
That's just, wow.
That is heartbreaking.
We'll figure out how to do this.
In the interview phase, we can all remember to boo. Boo Sowser for deferring Tiny there. So, yeah, at this point, like, it's probably... So, if you get Rocket, yeah, we still don't really have an idea of what... Rocket plus Peanut, I think, are only hanging items for key 8, so they combine pretty well together. I guess Rocket, Peanut, and Minnie. We know we have our Helm access. We're still missing Bongo and Triangle.
Stupid how did get paid out? Did that get paid out or not? It don't look like it got paid out. I'm too stupid to figure it out, and I'll let somebody else figure that out. Hey, look, it's Twirl. That might be useful.
Ah, okay. There is a Chasm potion. But I would put that as very, very low priority. I don't think it's anything. But yeah, I guess at this question, it's really just where are our instruments? It's Spring in the Boulder. I think we're out of Waff hinted stuff.
Yeah, there's not really much anything else of interest in Japes. I mean, we kind of just like stumbled into it all, but almost accidentally. That's kind of incredible. I mean, that's pretty nice, I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
So I think there's two sort of ways to go about this. Either number one, you heavily prioritize... Well, number one, I think you probably just want to pick up RBB.
Yeah, I think you try and dig up Rocket. I mean, it's probably Punch Walk, right? Like, I think that makes sense.
I am really thinking it's that factory fairy lobby box, or factory lobby fairy box. But there are like two ways you could play this. Either number one, you just chase your path hints. You got Peanut to 8 unresolved, you'll have RBB to 8 unresolved, and you have Minnie to 8 unresolved. Okay, another Japes Forest to 8. So that kind of helps with that.
That's good. That's really good, because that probably points to a Helm instrument, right? And this is a low lens potion. We know there's 2 low lens potions.
Ooh, this could be to key 8.
We've seen one.
Peanut plus Grape, which Rocket would have gotten.
Peanut, you need something for Peanut key 8 still, I think. This could be our answer.
Could be one of the instruments.
Grape was the only way the Horde hinted to. I don't actually know. This could be a Helm instrument. Maybe. I don't think it's a guarantee. And if it is, it's really good. Ooh, Shockwave. Okay.
Well, that's still a really good pickup.
This is not anything yet. You already got your 2 low lens potions here. One in the Boulder, one in the Great Cage. Yeah, Shockwave is pretty nice. You know there's a potion on Shockwave and Aztec? You can always
right.
that. I think it makes more sense to dive Galleon, though, right now for Sowser.
Yeah, you do know.
Go get his key 7, and then we can start thinking Helm. She's talking metal, unbelievable.
Alright, well, there's another bailout in case you didn't do
Casey, Mr.
DK's metal here.
There you go, there's your Gorilla Gun. All's well and good. Seed is very funny. And we were in, yeah, you who make it to Japes first, you're in good shape. Fair enough, they're in good shape. But, I mean, they're both in good shape, I think.
Yeah, at this point, well, yeah, at this point, it's definitely defined more by their GBs than it is by their actual progression here. Sowser is sitting on 43 GBs plus 1 tiny blueprint.
You know what's so funny?
And...
What's terrifying is that we have no idea where Feather is, except that we don't care anymore, I don't think, because we just got your oranges is on the way to Helm. You can't miss it. Like, we don't care at all where Feather is. And maybe it locks, like at worst, it locks a Helm instrument, and that's just like cataclysmic. But oh my god.
At worst for Violet, if she decides that she wants to find Feather before going to Helm, that would be bad. But
you know,
I think
you actually have to check Twirl right here. You have to check this. Oh, you can't because you don't have Red Slam. Ah. I'm scared of Mini on the path to Key 8, actually. We don't have a resolution for that.
You're right about that.
So, Mini Key 8, Peanut Key 8, James Ford Lobby's Key 8, maybe that's Rocket. Maybe Rocket Barrel Key 8? Hang on.
I'm thinking Rock.
Things are aligning.
Well, I do think the Aztec Oasis Dirt is very likely an instrument.
You think so?
Yeah.
Pretty plausible.
But then that just brings the question of, like, what
all,
mini check is going to lead to the other one.
Right, that's all Peanut, but not Mini, yeah. We don't have any info on diving. That would be a really good one to know, because that could, like, rule out the treasure chest. That could rule out, like, the sub here. That could rule out the mermaid. That'd be nice. You can do all of them, but, like, it's time. I'd rather not be spending.
Yeah, the only help we'd get is... We know that it's Path Key 7, but that's about it. But we have no path. We have no direct path in for diving, so we can't really...
Also kind of running out of locations for, like, easy Feather spots. It's possible to, like, mini-locks Feather right now. I feel like that feels pretty plausible. Is there Key 7?
Yeah.
That feels good. As foretold. So, treasure chest could be something. I mean, it's mini-lock, so, like, this could be. You can have Helm instruments in here, you can have Feather in here.
You can have 5 GBs in here.
5 GBs would not suck, that's for sure.
Yeah. All great options.
They could be living in the world of, I just need GBs as fast as possible, and then I'll just get my Helm hints and figure it out from there, which is also pretty reasonable, I think. Because you can get into Helm now, no problem. Need the GBs to do it.
I guess the only question would be if you have to do DK's room first before getting the triangle hint, or if we find triangle and just quickly get a bongo hint.
It is Donkey's room first, so you'd rather see bongos, but, well, no, you'd rather see triangle. Yeah, you'd rather see triangle, but... Having to do, like, a bunch of in and outs and, like, a bunch of saving quits is kind of awkward. I think you definitely want to check the factory lobby box to try and pick up your Rocket Barrel. And then...
I think, if you pick up Rocket Barrel, it at least gives you, like, peace of mind, because if it's something else that combines with Mini, you might be that might give you some ideas to actually pull the other instrument.
Let's start running some numbers here. What Japes 4's lobby check is it not? It's definitely not Japes lobby. Because it's not barrels.
Yep, can't be barrels.
I mean, Twirl was sold by... No, Twirl was just...
Twirl's just, just coconut locked.
We don't have any leads on coconut, which is kind of a thing, but well.
Yeah, no idea on charge.
No idea on charge.
Well, it's not impossible, but...
We have one idea on charge, and that is the red potion that's hunky locked in caves, but that's more
that's
likely...
also barrels locked.
Garbage, because it's barrels locked, right? So, maybe we can throw that one in the bin. Well, that could be guitar. Super annoying. It's not Rocket Barrel, but it could be guitar.
If it's guitar does nothing to Seed. I might
if it's guitar, it's a great meme, but...
yeah.
Good one. Factory lobby, the punch check feels pretty good for, like, something... The fairy feels pretty reasonably likely to be Rocket Barrel, I think. I think that fits really well. Actually, doesn't have Rocket Barrel anymore.
It's the only thing that makes sense, because Coconut's the only thing you need for Jape's DK medal. Punch was just in a shop by Chunky's, or sold by Funky.
Yeah, it ties the camera. It ties the camera in really nicely, which is why I think it's the fairy specifically for Rocket Barrel. Because Spy could also just have the goods too. There's 2 checks in that box. It could be very annoyingly the bongos pad in Factory Lobby. That'd be super annoying. We don't have any info on Grab either. Galleon, we are short a Red Slam, which makes things annoying. And Twirl was also Coconut. Oh, Mini is Key 8, so like it could be there. And then Forest Lobby is kind of a $1 million question, because that's we have no info on Feather basically. That would have to be Mini locked as well. So you're basically chasing Mini anyway for that guy. So if you find Feather, you just check Forest Lobby if you find Mini, or if you find Feather.
The only problem. The only worst part about Forest Lobby is if you do decide to go to Helm and it just says can be found in aisles on a ferry, and you're like,
all right,
shoot.
Can we rule out the Check of Legends? I think the answer is no, not yet. I think it's very unlikely, but I don't think we can. Oh, no, we can. No, we can't. We can't. Because Gorilla Gun was
We cannot. We don't know Feather. We don't know Pineapple. Grape is at least past the key 8.
You better not do it.
Yeah, I don't think you can rule it out. It's
Can't rule it out.
super unlikely, I think.
I
But
think it's not. I don't think so, but it doesn't smell like a Check a Legend seed, at least. Even though it is kind of just like one thing at the end of the season, like maybe, I don't know, that'd be pretty awful. If you can imagine you get to the pad hit and it says check an arena in aisles. Ah!
you would like have a panic attack, regardless of even you being like having all the items. You might have all the guns and the item, and you still read that text and you go, like, there's no denying that panic attack you would have.
Violet's poor. I'm sad.
Yeah, really not that many rainbow coins we stumbled across.
Yeah, the Galleon visit feels great for Sowser because it was like the best thing to do by like a mile. He gets to check all the shops for the first time. He gets to look at treasure room. He doesn't even.
Yeah, absolutely.
While
he was sub 50 GBs, like absolutely, just clearing all this out.
This is perfect. All right. Still kind of in a holding pattern, I suppose. We're in a Helm Instrument waiting room. We were in the punch waiting room, but we got handed the punch, and now we move into the Helm Instrument waiting room. There's we're chaining waiting rooms. And Chief, are we out of hints? I feel like we're basically out of hints here. There's like a vines hint I could get, but
Sowser still has this the hint door lock behind Lanky. He hasn't gone the way out yet.
The on guard, of course, unless that's the TNS. I don't.
No, I think the TNS is behind the cactus.
Cactus? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But let's see.
There's a couple things that would be really nice to have path hinted that are not path hinted. It would be really nice to have coconut path hinted. It would be really nice to have diving path hinted. That would tell you so much about Galleon.
It'd be really nice to know if Feather is path to anything else too.
Are you really not checking? Brother, you gotta check the mermaid. Like, I don't know about missing the mermaid on this one. I feel like you have to check everything at this point. Unless you have like a soul read that it's like specifically Galleon Lobby, but even still, that's like crazy style. That's the Nintendo coin in the treasure chest. I missed that. That's hilarious.
The thing is, if it's a Galleon Lobby, that just raises so many more questions. Like, where's your third slam?
Right? Okay, well...
Storage Arcade 8 Tiny Chunky, I think? Is that Blast?
I think that is Blast. Blast got you... Wait. Yes, Blast got you to the top of Crime Isle, right?
Yes, it did.
Got you oranges. It's not Blast, no free Kongs, you're right.
Oh,
good call.
True.
Is it
O-Stand? That's the only other thing we found.
Stop the presses! O-Stand checks, hang on, back to Forest. What are we doing here?
Well, it could be Dark Room. We haven't been in Dark Room, and all this stuff, like, was also path on the funky thing, so Punch isn't ruled out. Or it being Punch locked is not ruled out.
It could also be Blast locked, right? There's 2 more Blast checks we haven't seen in storage. Yeah, it could be Punch
I think Violet
as well.
did one of them.
Punch was... Oh my god. Oh. Punch was sold by Funky.
Yeah.
And Funky's
path to
Tiny K
all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Son of a gun.
Now, Funky sold Mini, so it's not guaranteed that Funky has to be path to the Swords and Arcade item, but...
This is diabolical. Because, like, you could gamble on O-Stand, or you could go back to storage and take a look around. We've seen the Shockwave. We've seen the Dirt Pad, so it'd have to be exactly Dark Room. I guess it could be the... I think we've seen the Arcade Barrel.
Honestly, one thing I really want to do is just check what the Aztec Dirt is, because that answers so many questions for me. Just making sure that that's one of your instruments.
That could be really nice, especially if it's like Triangle. I think if it's Triangle, you just don't care where Bongos is and just go get the hint, and then just kind of work from there. It's kind of slow though. I mean, if you think you have a solvent, it's in factory, then just dive. 2 more hints for Violet, so she knows this on-guard door is something good. Alright, so Sowser did go back for the mermaid. I think it's a little bit crazy to be skipping mini checks when Mini's path to key 8 and you don't know why yet.
We say that, but I don't think either of them did Submarine.
I feel like the sub just like feels worse for some reason, I don't know.
Well, to be honest, the sub
vibes.
is more in logic than this.
Pure
This
vibes.
at least requires a Pearl. Maybe Sowser's dipping back in to check the sub.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, with Storage and Arcade with path to all that stuff, I'm kind of putting Mini on hold. I want to know what that is. Because that is path to your Featherbow. It's also path to 8 and Chunky.
Do you have a couple good leads?
Oh, you know what? That probably confirms that it's actually the Forest Lobby Fairy, doesn't it?
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that basically.
Okay, well,
and then that.
Yeah, that actually in that case, maybe Storage and Arcade's not that important. If
Yeah,
that's just Featherbow.
Feather into Rocket, and then Rocket, who cares?
Yeah.
Rocket gets you. Well, Rocket got you. Rocket got you Grape for Hunky. Rocket got you something
Grape
else
for Shockwave. So if it's an instrument on, yeah.
And then if the Shockwave delivers a Helm instrument, that also solves. That also would solve.
Peanut Grape.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, wow, nice. So yeah, that would actually be. So yeah, checking the Aztec Dirt actually makes a lot of sense. But that's a really wonky chain of logic to make that work, or to really smell that one out. That was. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna do that. That would be really impressive if they had the.
It is the only thing
like,
that Peanut has gotten you so far.
Like, I don't know if you. Gun to my head, I don't know how I would ever get to Aztec in this situation. Like, it would be crazy. He's going Forest. What are we doing here?
I got no info on.
Does he want the Grape?
Unless he's chasing O-Stand.
O-Stand chasing.
He might be chasing O-Stand.
That's huge. I love that.
Oh, the Owl Tree hint's also a great call.
Yeah,
good call, chat.
Meanwhile, Violet is just like, I'm just gonna get my helm hints. I don't care. Just get me out of here. And she's gonna be rewarded with nice little oranges right here for your trouble.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a massive sigh of relief, just knowing that she doesn't have to find.
Yeah.
I mean, she did get something that I think pretty directly points to Feather, but just one less thing you have to worry about.
Yeah. Just can start unpacking the scene. All right. Cut to the chase. Where's the bongos? Why are you leaving?
Do you want the Ram Dongs hint, maybe?
I feel like you're 2 inches from a bongos hint, Ruby. What are we doing here?
No, hear me out. If you get the Diddy, the Chimpy Charge hint there, and it happens to be that, except it wouldn't explain me.
All right, that might be the funniest hint of all time.
Lobby.
Oh my god, that hint is good. An owl tree foolish hint in the owl tree area. That's so good.
That's crazy.
That is diabolical. Be gone. You'll leave this place and never return. Oh, that's a classic. Alright. Look at the Shockwave. This is crazy. Before going back to storage, I love this.
I love this too. I think Sowser knows he could probably skip Feather. So about that check of Legends.
I don't like that anymore. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Hold on. Oh, brother. You really are gonna chase this? This is crazy to chase the pineapple. I feel like now you have to go back to storage and refocus. I think if you're like 2 steps out of logic, it's like a little bit crazy style. A battle arena in Isles! Oh!
Oh
no! No!
Oh my god!
Oh no! What are the odds?
That's insane info!
What are the odds? You gotta be kidding me!
Oh my god. That's actually insane info for Violet. I think that gave her the lead, because Sowser's sitting here going, what does Pineapple lead me to? Well, I'm in the right level. May as well, like, clear all of Aztec with Pineapple. Meanwhile, Violet knows I need Pineapple for Check of Legends too. That might have won her the game. We'll have to see. I mean,
it's early days yet. What is that? Is that the slam? That's diabolical. What is going on here? That's just more things to bait Sowser with. He might check like Galleon Lobby now. That's such a crazy pineapple spot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't believe it was actually there. That's so funny.
Yeah, and Violet gets Pineapple and she knows she doesn't need to like mess around with anything else and she immediately leaves.
You've got to be kidding me. How do you get a Check of Legends jump scare? That's unbelievable. Like, you can't... These are the kinds of things you can, like, see coming. The hints do not suggest this in the slightest, and yet, boom!
You say that, but you predicted this like 40 minutes ago. You're like,
and then
what if
discounted it because I thought it was crazy. Like I was like, imagine seeing Arena in Isles on the helmet, and you're like, oh, and I made a funny noise, like, oh, and then I had to remake the funny noise like 10 minutes later when it came true.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing in the castle, but there's the twirl barrel. That is something. All right, where's the feather bow? Put the feather bow in the bag. Put it on arcade for old time's sake. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, it could be arcade.
Just do it. Just do it to me.
This is actually kind of an interest. I would not have expected this from Sowser's perspective, because from his perspective, you gotta be thinking my feather bow is probably solved because it just gets me rocket barrel and.
No, because he's thinking the Forest Lobby Fairy. If he punched open the factory box, he's like, okay, so the Forest Lobby Fairy is gonna have my rocket barrel, and then I gotta use rocket barrel to do something with it.
Rocket barrel with mini or rocket barrel with. I don't know.
Doesn't make sense. Oh my god, are we actually gonna get Featherbow on DK Arcade? Is unbelievable. He could also definitely just do Check of Legends if he has the Featherbow and goes into Forest Lobby.
I know that
he might just do
that.
it.
I'm wondering if he's already cooked it, which would be an insane pull. Because that in my mind, that's the only reason you pick up Featherbow in this case.
The idea entered his. Oh my god, it's not here. Where is it?
Wait, is it just Mini by Arcade? No, it can't be Mini by Arcade. Mini's not Path to. Okay, never mind.
Mini is Path to 8. It totally could be Mini by Arcade. We might be stupid. Or it's O-Stand.
Well, that could be your triangle, but I don't think.
Wait, there's what are we doing here? What is Sprint doing there? Hang on. Whoa, calm down. What are we doing? What are we doing in the castle surroundings for Sprint? I don't want to think about that one. Okay, so it's not.
I think it has to be Stand.
It is O-Stand. It's confirmed O-Stand. There's nothing else. So like, what do you do with O-Stand?
Did either of them check the Japes painting room?
Yes, Violet, check that. I think it's back in Forest, right? It's got to be one of the O-Stand.
Could be back in Forest, yeah.
That's crazy style.
Yeah, it really seems... Okay, Sowser has seemed to have committed to...
I dunked on O-Stand early in the seed, too. I dunked on O-Stand when we picked it up. I was like, I'm just not going to mention it. Haha, because it's garbage. And then it turns out it's crazy. I mean, the knowledge that O-Stand is useful is good knowledge. Actually having O-Stand is useless, so...
Yeah.
I have to concede that. We've seen BFI as garbage. Potion! Here we go. Car race.
This could be our triangle.
But dueling car races is crazy.
And unfortunately, the castle one does not have anything.
It's the most convoluted high five I've seen in a while. Slot car racing high five.
Slot car high five. Well,
levels.
Technically, the castle one is not a slot car because there are no slots.
Shut up. Didn't ask.
Nerd!
I knew full well what I said when I said. So yeah, now they're both chasing Mini, I guess. This is a nice Mini pull. Sowser has the implicit knowledge, or Violet has the knowledge. It's definitely Check of Legends, which is like crazy. Sowser might have just discounted that feather. He might just be like, or that pineapple. He might just be like, okay, so I guess it's just like a random. Like you might be like a little bit far. Oh yeah. Wow, there's triangle. That's big. So that triangle is our second helm instrument, which is good, and that might push Sowser to go to helm to get the bongos in. Now that he has one, he's like, all right, I should probably go just like get the hint on the other.
Yeah, especially with this open-ended pineapple, yeah, 100%. I think you just go for the.
What are you doing, bro? Where are you going? What is he cooking?
What is he? Oh, he's. Oh no.
What is that?
Oh no.
Is that?
Oh no! Don't get distracted.
Charge. Okay.
Now he's gonna go to Aztec Lobby.
No. Stop that. Stop that. What are you doing? Where you going, bro?
Does he go to Aztec Lobby?
What are we doing
here? That is not Aztec Lobby. That is Caves.
He's trying really hard to solve the seed without helm, and I feel like this is just not doing him any favors. And
yeah.
He's in Caves? Is he?
As much as people joke about like coconut ruining seeds and all that, pineapple is kind of close to as bad. So if you just have an open-ended pineapple, I would get the micro almost any day of the week.
Chasing unhinted things is the fast way to do it. Oh, Violet just slams the reset button at a factory. Just like, I can't be bothered to pause quit out of arcade. Just get me out. A lot faster. That's pretty clever.
More blast checks. Oh, maybe he didn't rule out that blast. Like, it can't be blast because it wasn't Path of Free Kongs, but I wonder if he didn't rule that out.
Alright, so Violet's got a... It's like O-stand. Oh my god, in storage. I think she's using O-stand checks now. Sowser.
So
my brother and Donk, you must go get the hint. You must go attain the knowledge that is so cursed and has attainted the seed.
yeah, he's checking every blast check. I think he's written blast as a storage and arcade. Heck, I would not be surprised if he simply, like, when he picked up stand, he just never wrote it down, because when is stand ever useful?
I think Violet literally did exactly that because she checked the pause menu and figured out where she got host stand.
Yeah.
Wait, was that in storage? Hang on.
Yes, it was. It was pretty chunky items.
This feather? That's not this room. I guess I'll take a GB for the road. Hang on. So it's in the other room.
May as well. She's still technically only on 62.
Yeah, 64 is not nothing. A bottle
Oh
of
no! Oh no!
What are we doing?
This can't be anything.
Yeah, I think this is garbage. Boy, and there's a lot. No shortage of garbage to go around. It's gonna be like a sax. It's gonna be like a balloon. Strong Kong. Third melon,
It's just
maybe.
so unfortunate because he's picked up so many vials that, like, could be the answer from his perspective, but just are not.
Yeah, it's...
Like, he still has charge to contend with. He has this vial he has to contend with. He might think this is feather.
I think you can rule out a couple of things, right? I think you could reasonably rule out pineapple from his perspective, even though we know pineapple's needed. I think you could reasonably rule it out because you're just too far removed from your hints at that point, right? You are a shockwave into a pineapple into something, that's like a big reach. Because the shockwave isn't hinted, neither the shockwave nor the pineapple are hinted.
But the shockwave connects so much stuff together. Like,
Kinda?
balloon.
Yeah, that's true, it does, because shockwave links...
Like, otherwise you're back to, like, what does my peanut and my rocket barrel all, like, lead to?
Oh, wait, shockwave. What is the critical component? We did the math earlier and I still forgot it.
Shockwave's needed for pineapple,
Right.
and pineapple is needed for Check of Legends.
Like, why is shockwave...
So we know why.
Why is shockwave the linchpin? We came to
Because-
the conclusion we needed to see the shockwave patch immediately, but I can't remember exactly.
Because Peanut and Grape were both needed to get Shockwave. Grape is locked by Rocket Barrel, so that's what ties Rocket Barrel and Peanut together.
Right, okay, yeah, it's the stupid rocket barrel.
Because otherwise we don't have an answer for Peanut. We don't have an answer for
Are we really going to get away without rocket barrel in this seed? This is insane. So this is bongos
I think so.
This is bongos for Violet, but she still needs that triangle, which is basically in the ether for her. Like,
yeah, but she can, like, if she really wants to, she can go back to Helm again. It feels awful, but she can go to Helm again for the micro, and that's going to say Factory Tiny.
I think you
and
have
she's going to know it.
I think you have to, but I think you could also solve it because you know it's Mini at this point because Mini didn't get you any of these guns. Like,
Well, how many other
mini?
mini checks do you have? Like, you still have a lot of caves you have to do. Jape's a lot. Like, I don't think any of them did Beehive.
You're also... She's still 2 GB short. I guess you could gamble Helm. That's probably pretty reasonable too, but... I mean, no, not really. I'm not buying on this. I'm selling on this strat. Unless she's buying to 64 and then going to Helm. Which might be the case.
I wouldn't do that. Unless,
4.
like, unless you think there is some sort of chance you can pull Triangle and Helm, but that wouldn't make any sense. So I'd just be content having 50 and just leaving. But also, peace of mind, once you know you're at 64, you just don't have to even throw a glance at any other GBs.
Sowser checking blast courses is brutal.
Yeah, I think he's convinced himself that Storage and Arcade is the blast.
Which is really bad. Like, that's like the worst possible situation you could be in because it's not that. Like, it's just, if you have the wrong hint, if you have the wrong solve, that's so much more devastating than missing a hint and just blindly searching. If you were actively searching in the wrong area, it turns into a total mess.
Yeah, and I feel doubly worse because he was at the Giant Mushroom and he did the blast course and did not do. Oh, there's another potion. Oh, this is just spider webbing. Even that's so bad.
It's a saxophone,
Oh,
a
no.
beanstalk, a crown for a king. Look at that. Oh, that's funny.
But now Sowser's like, oh, is it pineapple or is it sax? Like,
Oh, no.
it's just so bad.
No, not like this.
And yeah, the fact that, I was saying, he did the blast course and he didn't go to the top of the mushroom, he really does not have spam on his radar.
So Violet finished up whatever she was doing in Aztec, and now moving on to Factory, which is where we need to go.
The question is she just here for a GB, or is she here to check the mini
I think it's mini checks. She did Castle Car Race. Like, that's a crazy check to do, unless you're thinking mini.
Well, she's in the right level, and I think she does have mini on her radar, so...
It's gotta be.
Yeah, I guess, like, even if you're thinking I get 64, then I do the helm check, you definitely check all the mini stuff here.
Yeah, she checked the...
In fact, she's just beelining straight to it, I think.
Yeah, 5-door temple mini is like a pretty good... Okay, well, doing the dartboard is a little unfortunate, but... The 5-door temple mini is a reasonable call, because, like, feather plus mini, and you just got feather in it. Yeah, I mean, car race makes more sense. Car race certainly makes more sense when you are Sowser and don't have feather. All these feather plus mini options are kind of throwing Violet off the trail, but alas, he is going into Helm. I think. You better be going in. If you're not, if you're doing like Pound the X, I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah, I don't think it can be Pound the X because Hunky's only past the chunky phase.
Definitely not. You just gotta go get the bomb.
He's checking sacks because that was just as like.
And then Violet leaves. There's still a mini check, Violet. What are you doing? Oh my! I'm freaking out! I'm crashing out anyway. We're crashing out, and then off to the micro hand. Okay. Oh, you gotta go in hell. All right.
Well, here's the nice thing about Violet's position is, well, it's really going to come down to she has to do another Helm minigame to get the micro, and she's going to feel really bad when it says go back to factory. Sowser needs to pick up. Oh, he is so convinced on his saxophone.
I mean, this has to like
pick up the.
This has to just like. This micro hand is going to make his head explode. I think. Like he's gonna be like.
I think.
Are you kidding me?
The thing is, I think it's gonna make sense because right now he's like, I don't know if it's pineapple or sax, both of which are extremely powerful items. And once he gets Ballerina Isles, he's immediately gonna know. Oh, check of legends.
I mean, well, obviously it's exactly there, but not like where's the feather? Like now you might be like chasing. Yeah, he might be chasing like mini stuff for feather. He might be chasing.
No, you're right. This is actually terrible news because now he's like.
I think he's just missed the.
What's Blast gotten me? Blast has gotten me balloon. Do I take balloon some like? If he's thought that Blast is his answer.
Yeah.
This is just going to continue to push him down that rabbit hole.
Because did Blast get you anything for Chunky Hero?
No. I don't. Well,
I think it only got you. It only got you.
I think so far, yes. I can double check my notes here. Blast has gotten us. Oh well, technically got us oranges, but not relevant.
Yeah, otherwise it's just it gets you to key 8, which is kind of why you want a pencil and Blast there, but nope, it's freaking O stand. And I think Sowser's just missed it. Like he's just missed the O stand. I think he's missed the O stand for the Blast. And now Violet is just like, okay, there's exactly one option. Tiny and Factory, mini locked. It's R&D. She's running straight through.
Yeah. Yeah, so just really unfortunate. And the big thing is whether you remember that Blast got you free Kong so that you could rule it out. Because if he could rule it out, then he would just check his notes here and be like, or like check the pause menu and be like, what else did I get in Storage and Arcade? Right.
And the O stand is come and gone through the memory banks.
Also confirmation that's not that fairy. You're gonna need that feather, buddy.
That blasted feather.
Gotta find it in forest. Has he run out of blast checks? Because Llama Temple's foolish, so you do nothing in Aztec. You don't have vines for Japes. He's done Factory, he's done Galleon, done Forest, done Caves. Unless you go back to Castle and think it's tree sniping. Oh. Well, he's right on the same page as me from that perspective. But after this, it's like you are out of blast checks. But then does he check balloon? Does he just continue to go down that rabbit hole? Meanwhile, Violet's picked up triangle, so she is in go mode.
For the races.
Are there any... I don't think there are any unfortunate 2% here, because we know she got the micro, so we know DK's is possible. And Chunky, we have all his moves.
We got the goods, so all is well and good. Oh, Lanky Tower is a diabolical pull, because the blast got you balloon. That would be crazy. Weirdly enough, it almost works, too. If it were blast, if it were hinted.
Ooh, that is true. Could be a Vines diving minigame. We don't know where Vines is. That'd be kind of crazy.
Let's not, shall we? We know what one of the minigames is too, because Violet already did it. We knew this bug bash was here, so it has to be exactly the nonsense in Chunky's room. Do it. Or not. I don't even know if we have anything else to hunt down. Actually, we now have it confirmed. It's guitar in the monkey igloo in caves. That's funny.
Yeah, I guess so. There's no ace rocket, and we picked up charge, so a funny useless guitar in the igloo.
Wonderful process of elimination. Big time. Rocket required, but skipping rocket. Rare that you can actually get a skip rocket barrel, given that it's actually like hard required most of the time. Almost all the time.
There are not a lot of there are not a lot of rocket barrel checks where you can skip rocket.
Well, I mean, 90% of the time you use for Elm or K. Rool. So.
True.
Not actually 90, it's like 75. Maybe higher. Higher? Higher. No, lower. Stop doing math. Alright. We're good. I got away from it. I was doing math for that was bad.
I could feel it. I felt the residual heat as your brain was warming up on that math.
It's revving up. You know that the tree is already open, right? Alright, yeah, you figured that out. Alright, that's good. Just one for the road.
Oh god,
just one more shot for the road for no reason.
God, if he lost again by 5 seconds because he did the tree blast course while the tree was open, that would be mental damage.
We call that one a career ender. Oh my god, Violet shot Lanky. Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah, so no big curveballs here. So should be over out in the next 4 or 5. I guess we have a tiny phase. Call it 5-6 minutes.
The boot. The boot.
The boot. But yeah, just a little unfortunate, like just being able to call out, and I don't know if he knows that stand is in. I mean, I feel like he doesn't, because otherwise I would have given up on blast way before. But yeah, just those floor potions, especially like when you're in the middle of a level, or you're in the first trip of a level, and like there are 2 or 3 hint doors that are also right there, and you like have a billion things to write down. Definitely, you sometimes forget to write stuff down.
If anything is forgotten, it's that. Also, something as unassuming as O-stand. It's just diabolical. It's the perfectly placed poison pill. Just the most diabolical landmine possible. The one that gets you off of Check of Legends. Just
Yeah, well, I'll be sure to put the blame on you, because I'm pretty sure every curveball the seed has thrown like 5 minutes before you were joking about it.
What do you mean, man? It was fine. The seed's fine. It all worked down the wash. It's fine. It always does. Not when it doesn't, but it always does. Yeah, I don't think Violet's gonna be thrilled about having to get both micro-ins for the instruments, especially because she was chasing mini checks specifically for Helm instruments, I think.
Yeah,
and then left
she did
back
almost
before
all
doing the
of
last
them.
one. Yeah.
At the very least, like
that's
it
not gonna
helps
be
you
right.
rule out that like it's not like mini into sprint, but still like you gotta have like eyeballs glued to the race room, wondering if your opponent pulled one of the instruments without the micro.
We were talking of just like having to play as fast as you can to just like try and get as many GBs as you can, but this was definitely a seed that needed a really hard solve. This is not a trivial one. You had to really you had to sniff out the O stand, specifically the O stand and nothing else. You had to successfully place Rocket Barrel in such a way that you realized that Shockwave is super important, which is crazy. Ugh.
Yeah,
You had to find a way for Peanut to matter, and Peanut getting you Shockwave is like, yeah, let's get all pan together. Because that Oasis, I mean, that potion is very visible in the Oasis and Totem area, but it's not hinted in any direct manner. Like, the only thing you get is the Scouring hint, but like, that's completely useless when something is so visible.
Well, I also just think it was a massive play getting that, knowing that it's Check of Legends. Like, I was sort of thinking it might not be the right play at the time, because I was like, oh, you just, like, you want to get one of your instruments before going to Helm, because if it's bongos, then or if it's triangle, then you know that you're only missing one thing, you're not double dipping into Helm.
Saves you time.
But knowing that it's Check of Legends that quickly, like, you don't mess around like with Pineapple at all. You're just like, oh, I know exactly what this is for, and then you go pick up Featherbow. So that was another like big play.
Huge crowns. Love that. It's tough to say. I'm a fan of taking the sure thing, just getting the helm hints whenever you can. I feel like that giving you the extra little bit of info makes the seed solve just so much easier. So in situations where you have a really hard solve like this, it kind of smooths the gears a little bit. You know, you're like, oh, I'm looking for guns, so I have to pay extra attention to this tiny K-roll hint that isn't really resolved yet.
I guess it depends on how close you feel. Like, even without the Check of Legends, I guess your other thing is Mini Monkey, and there are so many Mini Monkey checks that you may as well get the helm. And if the first one just tells you which Mini Monkey check it is, then...
Is that a last location for Violet? I don't know if there was a last location for Violet on Mini. Maybe like she didn't do like the mermaid or something. Like the sub. Nobody does the sub. Everyone hates the sub.
I think I'm more willing to check the sub than the mermaid.
The late orange is probably...
to be honest.
The late orange is probably also help because that gives you more incentive to hunt down Feather. Because Sowser got oranges relatively early, he was just like, alright, whatever, I don't care anymore. Until...
Yeah, I was definitely on that train as well. But, yeah, luckily for... Violet did not have a lot of time where she thought feathers were optional, because she got oranges on the way to pick up the micro. And within a minute, she was like, oh, I don't need feathers. Oh, I need feathers.
Oh, good, I can skip Feather. Oh, wait a minute. Stop the presses. Diabolical. Truly diabolical. I haven't been jump scared by a Check of Legends in a long time. Good grief. Usually the Check of Legends jump scare happens early. It doesn't happen an hour and a half in.
And usually your hints are like super cooked with like multiple things path to like tons of stuff, but when it's just like a helm instrument that doesn't get you anything else, it gets deceiving. It like scares you at the end. Because usually, like, if it's something that, like, locks at least 2 endpoints, you see those 2 endpoints everywhere, and you're like, okay, something's up. But
so funny,
when it's just simply key 8, and you're like, I don't know how many of these point to 1 item, to 3 items, like...
God, the hints actually lined up in such a way it could have run on the Spider Boss, too. Like, you actually really should just get the helm hint. Like, it's gonna help you a lot. And then what if it's, like, I don't know. Okay, the hints would probably be different, but if it were on like the Beetle race, but like maybe it could. There's enough stuff on the path to Key 8 that kind of messed everything up here.
Yeah,
this
because
is what Check Legend seeds do. It just opens the scope of where you have to search just so tremendously. If any gun could lead to it, and if any gun could lead to it, and also Mini Monkey, why not? It just messes up.
Yeah, because I think everything for Aztec Beetle Race is gotten by some item that's path to Key 8. Sax was found in a dirt. Charge was found by Pineapple. Like, also, it's just crazy. Shout out to these hints being absolute garbage. All right, GG as Violet finishes up with a 144-24. Shout out to these hints being absolute garbage, and that 3 of your guns got hinted way of the Horde. So you didn't get any like path info that any of them were on a path to Key 8. Yeah.
It's just diabolical. All right. We'll go see if we can drag him in here and give him a quick pep talk of what in the blazes happened here. Oh my god. Alright, we are joined by Sowser. How you doing, Chief?
Hello, I'm doing alright. How are you?
Bit of a diabolical seed you got there, but
Honestly, the seed really wasn't bad. I had the entire thing solved, except I forgot O-stand. I had O-stand very firmly placed on the testing to splat. I just misremembered.
Oh.
I knew it was lobby COL the second I got. So I had Japes force lobbies to Chunky 8 in my notes, and then I got Khan off Donkey Metal and Japes, and I was like, what? But then when I thought about it more, I just knew, oh, it's lobby COL.
Could have been.
So we think it's the forced lobby fairy to get you Rocket Barrel, and that's Rocket Barrel.
Violet checked that fairy afterwards, and that was indeed Rocket Barrel.
It all fits. Had to be there. Had to be there. I mean, we were locked in on like the punch box for a while, and then punch just like instantly materializes, and we're like, oh, okay. There was like just like you go through Japes and just get like 3 like really important things within the span of like a minute, and it's just like, oh, okay, I guess we're just done here. All right, that's great. that's incredible. I guess we don't have to worry about Chunky Carol anymore.
But yeah,
were you confused by the blast since it led to free Kongs and that wasn't?
I didn't realize that, I didn't realize that aspect of it until afterwards when Violet said, it was to free, and I was like, that's a pretty good point. I went back to factory after I got the tiny chunky 8 hint and did all the rest of the checks in Storage Arcade and said, yep, it was definitely blast that I just got hinted. So I was kind of doomed.
I mean, we weren't even convinced it was O-stand either, because it's like there's only so many O-stand checks in the game, right? So it's like, it can't be that many spots. But like, so just run back to Storage and go scoop up like Arcade or something. I can't believe it's really Feather on Arcade, and then you pop open the Arcade and it's a fairy, and you're like, huh? What? What? Wait, no. Wait, bring it back.
You just gotta remember that Lanky... If any other Kong was in the tree on that sniper check, I would have remembered that blast was to free Kongs, but since it was Lanky, it was just out of my mind.
Forget about it, who cares?
What are you gonna do?
So it goes.
It was the 3-0 to 03 Sowser story. I won my first 3, and then I lost the next 3. So I'm feeling
I noticed when the casino stopped coming in, it ended up being rough for you, buddy.
I guess I'm just lucky. I don't know what to say.
Lucky, he says. Some call it lucky, some call it... They call it yes.
Well, watch my first race against Jim Jam, and you see sometimes I get unlucky.
There you go.
You can clear the whole game. But yeah, I think as far as the tournament goes, I started playing this randomizer less than a year ago, so I'm really happy with how I did. No bad feelings about getting knocked out here.
Only got 5th place. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Only 5th place. We're joined by Violet as well. Hello, GG's.
Jeez, sorry about that. I didn't see the message in the race room.
Time moves quickly, as it turns out. It's almost like maybe about 20 minutes apart. It's wild. That's GG's and a nice solve. That's a diabolical plot twist at the end, but maneuvered well.
For sure, yeah. It's always hard when you have a move that is usually not very good, like O-stand, and then much later you actually get the hint for it. And there's also another move that, at least at first glance, might appear to be the correct one, but yeah.
Well, I can say you can all blame The Rock for the seed because 45 minutes in, he said, "Is there any chances of Check of Legends 2?" And we went, nah, no.
Nah, the others so low. It's not going to line up that way. That was even after getting Gorilla Gun. It's just like, nah, there's just no way. That just doesn't line up. It just doesn't line up in my, there's no way. There'd be, so much more garbage hinted. And it turns out the garbage was way the Horde hinted, not Path hinted, so. Diabolical, even. The best hinted Check Legend seed you're ever going to see. Feast your eyes.
Yeah, I definitely was a little blindsided by the micro hint for Jack of Legends 2. I was like, all right, the seed feels like it's wrapping up. I just need to figure out where these instruments are. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the Deep Forest Lobbies one. Great.
We had
great is one way to put it. Oh, great.
we had gone to Chunky 8, so that's 3 things. It can only be so many things, right?
I don't believe you did.
We did? I don't think you
Pretty
had a
sure we
Japes
did.
Metals.
Did
Japes
we?
Shops, and that was your peanut.
Ooh, so it was okay. So it's I might be cooked here.
Not
so
only was it your peanut,
I had
you
in
also
my
got
hints.
punch out of the shop.
Oh, okay. So that's really funny. I had Jape's Forest Lobbies to Chunky 8, but that's referring to RBB, right?
Yes.
But then when I got Gone in Japes, I thought, oh, I must have miswrote that hit. I have all my Chunky Face moves now. It must have been Japes CBs to Chunky 8, which is so true for Gone. It's actually accurate, but that's really funny.
Yeah, the one thing I was mentioning, Violet, was even like with the whole like blast versus stand fiasco. I think that micro or diving in for that micro was actually like it would have been a winning play regardless. Because knowing that it was Check of Legends, when Sowser pulled Pineapple, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Sowser, I feel like you're like, what do I do with this? And you continue to like do everything in Aztec.
I knew I needed to do CLO 2 with it.
Well,
I knew
now that I know you
yeah.
just miswrite your hints correctly, I guess I'm wrong on everything.
Well,
but...
we had Japes Force to 8, Peanut to 8.
Well,
They
so
say two wrongs make a right. It's true.
You know,
So
maybe that's why I've been missing. Every time I do something wrong, I do the wrong thing wrong. I need to do the wrong
exactly.
things right.
I can't read. I
Just make it up. Just make up your hints. It's fine. Just live in a magical Christmas land where all your checks are on Check of Legends, and it's all well and good. Off we go, team.
Well, anyway, had it been me in that situation, I guess, and I do the wrong things, I would have been very confused by Pineapple. But if you just have the knowledge that it's like it's Check of Legends, you get Pineapple, and you're like, yep, okay, Pineapple. I know exactly what that's for.
Japes Force to 8 told me everything I had to know. I was like, Slaughterground rolled this seed. That can only be one check.
It's crazy how it tells you
was-
everything you need to know, and then both of you just avoided it like the plague. Like,
Well, I couldn't exactly do it without the feather bone.
once you get feather, you got bigger fish to fry, I suppose. But nevertheless,
Speaking of Feather, I know a lot of people are, including me, were pretty intrigued by my decision to go and get the triangle micro hints when I had already done almost all of the mini checks. So, yeah, the reasoning behind that was once I got Feather, I just kind of completely forgot about Rocket Barrel being a thing entirely. So I was like, okay, Feathers to 8 and minis to 8. It's got to be both a Feather and mini check. And yeah, so I did 2 of those. And I was like, oh, great. It's on in these spots. Maybe there's some weirdness with Rocket on this. I'll just get the micro hints. And yeah.
yeah, checking both mini
Yeah,
and feather
makes
makes
sense.
sense in that context. But you quit at a factory, and it's like, well, there's another mini check. Where are you going? No. Ah!
Well, it's got to be like a rock in the gut when you get to the triangle pattern. It's like, go back to that level you were just in.
It always feels a little bad when that's what happens. The next track you were going to do before you bail.
It's always in the last place you look, isn't it? The darndest thing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how for all the scouring garbage we got actually not too much garbage. I guess this is another potion equal to that, but everything else is pretty good. Wait, we got Jade's Force Lobby's 2 potions. We actually definitely could have seen that. We definitely could have seen that chocolate just coming from a mile away, huh? It was written in the stars, I suppose. That was like the first hint we saw, I think.
I mean, we were thinking about that Galleon tiny lobby swim. That could have been the other one.
There's a world.
So, like,
Off world, but
yeah, in a different world. Like, I would have explained many.
the slam needed to matter. The slam that was pineapple locked. I don't know about that one. Paths are twisty. Never clear. Nevertheless, we survive and we advance. Violet, you have moved on to the next round to face the the winner of the other quarterfinal matchup, which was like 2 days ago. So, I shan't spoil this.
That you're just gonna have to watch
fight.
over at DK64 Speedruns.
Or maybe you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, oh wow, the video 2 videos ago is the match they're talking about. I gotta watch that one too. Yes, you do. You gotta watch that one. It's a good one. And then you're gonna be like, man, I want even more. Well, guess what? We got another one tomorrow. We got another match tomorrow. I believe that is the Beta Bracket Finals. They are in Game 2 of a best of 3. Could end tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. So that's I think it's like same time tomorrow, roughly, give or take, like 7 Eastern-ish.
I believe so.
Maybe a little earlier, a little bit earlier.
No, a little later.
A little later.
7:30.
Later. I made it up. A little later. But it's like 7:30 Eastern-ish, 7:45, 7:45. Oh, that's final answer. Nevertheless. So yeah, you don't want to miss that. And sure, all the people watching on YouTube, you know, like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. You know are tight like that. And swing on down to the Discord to catch the finals of the bracket. Keep tabs on all the ongoings. Discord.dk64randomizer.com. Join the community. Post a banana. Return to monkey. You know the drill. You know the drill. That's why I keep saying you know the drill. So genius. But that'll be a wrap. Violet, Sowser, GG's, good seed. Thanks for
GG's.
playing. Okay, man, it's been a pleasure. As ever.
It's been a fun time.
We'll catch y'all on the next one. Tomorrow, be there. Mornin.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning.